Hello guys, welcome back, and in this video I would like again to review my code and just make some improvement. So without further ado, let us dive in and see what we can be able to do and improve in this code. So here's my code as usual. Let's see what we can improve on this code. And then the first thing that I'm going to do is that if I go into this question controller, all right, and in this question controller I realized that somehow you see on the store method I'm calling an internal method, which is the store question method, and also I realized that the update method and also the destroy method have grown quite large, and I thought maybe it would be a good practice if just I create a service for this controller and just move these methods, or segregate some part of these methods to go into the service class. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new file here, and I'm going to call this question service like this .php. all right, and so inside here, of course, I need to initiate PHP, and then I need to use the namespace like this, and I need to say this is inside the app and this is inside the services, and yeah, like that. And also need to say this class is question service like that, and we are good. All right, so I'm going to move some of the methods. For example, if I go back now to question controller, let's go back here. I'm going to move this store question method here. So let's cut all of these guy like this to here. Let's go to question services here, and I'm going to come here and paste this guy here. Okay, import those guys, go up, and this of course should now be public like that. And then if I go back here now, we need to do what now. This method of course is not existing now, so I need to create a I need to create a constructor here. So I'm going to say public, and I'm going to say construct like this, and I'm going to initiate this guy here and say private question service like that, and this is going to be service question service like that, and then do something like that. All right, so what is this showing here? Okay, I'm going to say function here, and then now this will go to let me say question service like that, and now we can call that method from there. All right, so that is okay. And then the show method is okay, that has no issue. The next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to refactor this update method, and then I'm just going to move let's see, so let us create a method here that I'll use. Say this, and this will be question service, and then I'll create a method which will be update question like this, and this method will take two of these guys like this, copy this guy, add them here like that. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut all these guys from here like this, and then I'm going to inside this guy here, and I'm going to create a new method here, public. This is going to be function update question like this. I believe that is it. and then I'm going to paste this guy here, and of course this guy is going to take a request and also the question ID, like that. All right, so let us format this like that. So now if I go back here, the error should be gone. All right, and then also on the delete, I'm also doing quite some logic here. So I'm going to call this guy here, and then I'm going to create another method here called question service, and I'm going to call this delete question like this, and of course this will take the question ID like that. All right, and then okay, like that, and then here I'm going to create that method here. So that method, I'll say public function delete question like that. Then I'll just paste my guy here, and then I'm going to pass this here, and then I'll do this, and then all right, we are good in that. So when I go back here, now our controller for the question looks much cleaner and also much shorter. So the next thing that I'm also going to do is that if I go instead, I notice that inside where is it, this guy here, I can refactor this guy. So here I'm checking if the data is null, and then I'll create a null or an empty array, and if the data is not null, I'll create the same array, and then I'll insert some IDs in this array, and then be able to do some and enroll the user to the course and stuff like that. So what I can do with this is that I can just check if the data is not null, then we can be able to do this. All right, and then by default I can assume that the data is null, that is if anything hasn't been done. So I can reduce this code to something like this. Let's do this like this, and then yeah, so I can reduce that code to that. I can by default I can assume that the data is null, and if it is not null, the request courses, then you can be able to assign that data to this array. And so again, we can be able just to move this code, because I realize when you're reading this code is not much readable. So what we can do is that we can create a method here, and I had created a course service. If you can remember in my previous video, I created a course service here, and what basically this code is doing is that it is generating an active courses whereby that specific student will be linked or will be assigned those active courses. So I can move this code to maybe something like get active courses. All right, so inside here I can say public function get active courses like that, and then let's see, let's go back here, let us copy this, and it's going to take the request of course, and it's also going to take the student. So if I go back here and I paste this code here, this is going to take the request parameter, and also is going to take the student parameter. All right, and then of course we need to make this guy to be part of this class. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say private int student, what is the name of this guy? Student active courses. So like this, and then of course we don't need this here. We can just move up here and do this and just assign an empty array like this. And then down here, this should be array, not int, like that. And then down here is that I can now say something like this, like that, and then can also say this, like that. I also need to import this guy here, this guy that we have here. So how can I be able to get this guy? Let us see. All right. What I can do is that I can pass this guy here and say, I can pass this guy here like this and say, let us pass this guy here. So I'll pass him from the other class. So like that. So that error is gone. What else do we see here? And then of course, if we check here from my student controller here, is that I need to return this guy now. I need to return these student active courses. So if I go back here, I need to do this and say return this, and this is student active courses, like that. So that is what I need to do after doing that. And then if I go back now to student controller, we can just remove this guy and just say this and just say get, where is it? Do like this. Then I'll just paste, just pass the request. I'll pass the student. And then lastly, I need to pass this course service. They have done this. This is okay. Just need to pass this object here, and then here in course service, this object will now call this method, and and use these student active courses and also the student that has been passed here. So we are good to go. So if I go back here, of course, this now need to be assigned to this just for readability. I could have passed this guy inside here, but just for readability, we can just do something like that. And yeah, we have cleaned that up. So let me see. Yeah, our code is much cleaner and much readable now. Now, when you look at this method, which is activate user student courses, you'll understand that first you need to get the active courses. So actually, let us rename this to be active courses, and then just do like that. So you'll get the active courses and then assign the student to that active courses. Yeah, that makes sense. Then the next thing is that here we need to say course service. It's getting this error because it needs to be like this. Yeah, you need to call that method from course service, like that one. And so that is it, guys. If you want me to do more videos of this kind, let me know in the comment below, and leave a like, subscribe, and until we meet again, bye bye.